I can't do it. Oh, yes, I can.
There's somebody on it. Hello, 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 everyone. We are live. It's your girls, Dr. Joy Pre PhD, Callie, and Montique. We are here to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 157, episode whatever. So you a lady.
17. Yep.
So you a lady, right?
Is that
Yeah,
Are you
SAU.
ladylike or something?
Saw
Sue
you
Lady
late.
like Sue?
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh,
Is
I
that
thought it
Sue
was
Lady?
Marceau. So
It
I
is
thought
a
it was like
saw.
so
SAU.
ladylike.
It's so ladylike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking, but I
Yeah.
could be wrong.
Yeah.
Um, we're going to say, and I'm going to be in and out, but I'm going to be here. We are going to say that we are here for entertainment purposes only. Do not try to sue us because we're having fun. Please like and subscribe for our algorithm to get better. We are happy you're enjoying us. We're happy you're here. So let's rate the episode and then we'll get into it.
Good evening, Rondell.
Hi. Yeah, I would give it a I've had to watch it 3 times. I'd give it an 8. It
Kelly,
was
that's
kind
good for you.
it
I
was
would give it
good.
a
It was a good
7 or 8. It was a good episode.
Yeah,
show.
I enjoy.
Yeah. I just
Okay.
uploaded the couple, the most powerful couple that we need to start recognizing. I just uploaded that as my picture on my profile right there for y'all to see, just so y'all would get it in your minds who the
That
real
that
power
now
couple
we were
is.
talking. I was actually me and David was just talking about that. I think that the
Hmm.
Fletchers. I mean, they were pretty clear on who they
Yes.
think they should be.
Hmm.
So,
Okay. They were clear. Okay. Next.
All right. So I'm going to give it, I think it was like a 7 for me. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Um, So let me go to my questions real quick. I'm on my phone, so I'm be bouncing back and forth, y'all.
That's
One
okay.
sec. Did y'all notice who wasn't in this?
Yes, but did you miss him?
Martell, I
Yeah.
did.
Did you miss him?
No, not particularly.
Yeah, neither did I.
You didn't notice that Martell was not there.
We did
I didn't
notice he was
notice
not
it,
there.
but I now
No,
that there was no
which means we didn't miss him, basically.
well, I
You
mean,
know.
there's the reality is there are episodes where it seemed like they got to make Melanie fit. I think because they are a couple apart, there are personal interactions that they're just not getting.
But they're making her fit though. Like
There
but
were
he can fit
episodes
because he's
last
friends
season.
with all of them. Like there's no reason why we can't make Martell fit because in the breakup of it all, it seems like most people took Martell's side.
Until they
So
saw the real facts.
right,
Well,
so
I don't think that that's it. I just think that Martell just didn't have a personal situation to film. Like I think that um like I said, they have to bring new people on to have Melanie have conversations with.
Who
They
was the new
have
who
people
was
not
they
the
had?
new
done.
people they brought on for
I
Mel?
mean,
Nobody.
Tiffany, Miss
Tiffany's
Fletcher,
not a new
Tiffany's
person.
not
and
new.
Miss
I'm not
Fletcher's
saying
not new.
no. I'm
They've
saying
had
they had
conversations
to.
before with
Y'all are
her.
missing it.
We
I
are,
Conversations.
'cause
said they had to bring new people on for her to have conversations with. Regardless if you when her and Martell broke up, Destiny was a new person for her to film with. That didn't
she
work
could
out. They added
Stephanie was
Tiffany.
on
she
before
can
they
film
broke
with
up.
Kimmy. She can film with Tiffany. She can film with even Tish and her sit down and talk if Tish want to be on there. Marsau would love to sit down and talk with her. Like she may not want to talk to them. Now Martell could have talked to Big Lou the same way that Stormy talked to Tiff and talked about how being a dad, having a little baby because he got a few.
Big Lou ain't been
How
on
it's
here
hard
either.
to navigate. I mean, there's all kind of ways he could have fit
Big
in this.
Lou wasn't even on her. So
That's
I
what
mean,
I'm saying. Like they didn't even. It's like they. I don't know if they're. But
I don't think
Martell's the
he's
main six,
phasing out
though. To
because
me, I feel like the core six or whatever they want to call themselves. I noticed he was gone. Now maybe y'all didn't. Maybe he wasn't needed. But I
I
was like, where is he? Where is Martell? But I'm not saying it's
there
good or
were
bad.
episodes last season, or it could have been earlier this season, and Melanie wasn't on there because it was a big thing about it. People were doing blackouts when she wasn't on the episode. That happened. I mean, when they divorced, separated, they periodically they don't have a situation that fits in with where they going for
But
those episodes.
they didn't even show Martell in the first trailer. If you go back and look, he was not even featured. Now, he was featured in the second trailer. But the first one that they put out, Martell was not even in the trailer. And I'm not saying they're trying to phase him out. I'm just saying, I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's trying to move to his new house. I don't know. But or maybe he was in Atlanta. I don't know. But he was
I
missing.
think he and Sheree had broke up by then because this
yeah.
is the summer. They're filming this in like spring, summer.
Because honey, Sheree said she was done when he had to move out the house, I think, and then pay for her birthday.
It may have been
Oh, I
spring
hadn't shared it with anybody. Hold on.
because we knew when they were filming.
Okay, my next question.
We
Do
knew
you
that they
think-
were filming because the what's the name was in March.
What
The expo.
Yeah, the expo. Okay. Do you think that the Fletchers are here to replace one of the Scotts?
No.
I don't think they first of all, they have to be interesting and not just messy. So we don't know them yet. We don't know them as a couple. They haven't even filmed as a couple.
That's why that's my question. Do you think that they are maybe put the words in. Do you think that they are testing them to replace? Because last week when y'all were talking, y'all was like, Maurice is playing. So it made me go back and think when Mel said that Maurice was the least, what did she say? The least something. Interesting. So he's trying to make himself interesting so he won't get fired. So, and Nell and Chris, I feel like about to amp it up from the trailer. So I'm sitting here like, are they auditioning? We'll see. Okay. Y'all know I be thinking outside the box. Okay.
No, that's possible. It's possible.
Yeah,
I said that when Stormy first came out.
You said that she was going to replace the Scotts?
No,
Melody. Gonna be
Melody ain't never. You must not watch Carlos. I don't watch him often. But he said she ain't no lead.
Ain't nobody said that she has to leave. But if you're looking at screen time, that's how they're determining. If you're looking at screen time, she's not getting it because she's just not friends with everyone. She's moving. You could say she's moving carefully. You could say she's moving in a smart way. However, she's moving in a way that's exclusive to a whole lot of people.
She walked in the room and said hi to everybody. She came. No, wait, let me finish. Okay. She came in. She was willing to film with everybody. The person who has been excluded, if we talking, is Martell because he ain't been on a lot of episodes. In my opinion, Mel has been on way more episodes than Martell, and people supposedly like him. Okay. So I don't think Stormy could replace Mel. I mean, you might can, but I don't think she could.
This is about that she's replacing her. Like Mel will be gone. I didn't say that. I heard what Carlos King said himself. I'm talking about screen time. Who tends to get the most screen time at that time? We know in reality TV, it could fluctuate from situation or season or in this case, section part 1 or 2 with Carlos King at a time. It can fluctuate, but the person that's getting the most screen time tends to be the star. If you want to be honest, half of last season, there were episodes that neither one of them were in. The Scotts were dominating. Now, people were complaining, but the Scotts were the issue. Keke probably got just as much as time. I'm over exaggerating.
Right.
As Melanie. They focused on the Scotts.
And you see how that went?
I don't even know if that was season 5. It may have been season 4. One of those seasons that the year that Wanda was on, they focused the last year that Wanda, they focused on them a lot. That was season 4.
And then what happened? Why is it not letting me in, y'all?
And it's about, I'm assuming, who gives them interesting TV. Martell could have filmed and just didn't give interesting TV. You don't know.
I guess he didn't. I miss Martell. I can't believe y'all didn't miss him. When I go, let me see. So what? Okay, so Keke and Mel. That's what it started off with, right? The continuation of them. I don't know where Callie went, but I'm trying to log into my other thing so I can be on screen. But anyway, what do you think about the conversation? with Keke?
Now that I just watched it, because I didn't watch it initially.
Oh, okay.
I fell asleep at the very, very end.
I don't know what my password is.
I will say this. I understood what y'all were talking about with the music. I wouldn't have probably paid it any attention, but I was looking for it because
Oh, yeah.
But she is very, my opinion, which ain't worth a hill of beans. And I don't know her or the situation. But let me tell you this. That was Keke.
You think
There's
it was?
Absolutely. There's no way. Why don't you ask
Oh,
me?
let me put my allegedly thing up. Hold on. We ain't
No,
gonna get
I
sued, but
said
here.
that it ain't. I don't know them. I don't know the situation. I'm
Right.
just telling you. This is how I know. Ask me that I robbed the bank around the corner. Just ask me.
Did
Just
you
ask.
rob the bank around the corner?
Girl, absolutely not. She looked just like you. I don't care. Let's just find that other Joy and maybe borrow $1 from
Where
her.
Kelly
But I
go?
didn't rob a bank.
Kelly, where did you go?
I don't know,
Oh, let me put her back. Oh,
Listen,
Somebody took
But-
you off. I'm happy I went and looked. It might have been me because I'm trying to do too many things. But go ahead.
it wouldn't have it would have been very easy to say no if it wasn't her. And who says, was that you at the now? Whether or not she stole something may have been a whole nother conversation. But
Right.
whether or not it's her, should have been an easy yes or no.
So did she say,
It
because
was.
somebody said that she said, and I hope I didn't lose what I wanted to just say, for legal reasons, she couldn't say anything. Did y'all hear that?
Yes,
Nothing.
yes,
If it
because she
wasn't
had-
her, it wouldn't be a legal reason. You don't see
What?
that?
What did
If
you
it
say?
wasn't, if it's not you, you have no legal reason to
Well, then
not.
they put you on TV and you suing
Joy.
them for false. You have a legal
Yes.
reason to sue.
You
What do you
absolutely
mean?
do. We saw her. We know it's her in the
Absolutely, you
picture.
do, Joy.
I mean, Joy, come
Sorry.
on. Now I saw her. It's her in the
What?
picture. That don't mean that it was her doing any stealing. So you got me
That's what
on
I
there
said.
and on the
That's what
crime
I
watch. I'm
said.
gonna sue you all day. It is what it is. Come
I'm
on.
about to share
But
this
even
because
if it's to sue you, that's more of a reason to validate that is you, not a reason to deny it. If
I
I'm
didn't say
suing,
anything about denying it though, Joy. I said
but
yes, that's
she
her in the
did.
picture.
What I'm
But
saying to you
she didn't deny it. She said I cannot confirm or deny it. That's what she said.
she didn't deny it.
She didn't deny it. She didn't deny
She
it, Joy.
didn't.
It is what it
it's
is.
her. Because
Well,
it's her.
okay.
It could be. I'm about to try to
Deny
get on
her
another
because it's
device,
her.
y'all.
Didn't see her
Whether or
stealing
not she
anything.
stole something is maybe totally
Well,
different
so we're
conversation.
saying the same thing. We're saying the same thing.
I'm just saying, if it wasn't me,
Why somebody let
she
me
would have
in?
no legal issue either way around it, because the news or the company isn't accusing her of it being her. We are. They didn't say blast her name on TV. We are saying, girl, that looks like Keke. People called them, girl, that looks like Keke. The news didn't say her name. We are.
Kelly, I think you putting yourself out.
I
Or
didn't touch
Joy. One of y'all doing
I
it. It's
didn't
not
touch
me.
it. I didn't touch it.
Okay. It's not me.
But
I don't know.
Do y'all not understand that if
We
it's
do.
if I went to a store and somebody accused me of
Oh, I
something
gotta
that
share
I
this.
didn't do, I understand a person saying, "Yeah, I want to sue," but that's not what happened. Their Crime Stoppers were looking. If they knew that person's name, they would say, "Hey, we're looking for this person." That person's name wasn't there; only the picture was. People are seeing the picture and saying, "Yo, that's Keke."
Well, they had to, for her to be suing supposedly Home Depot, her name had to be said somewhere.
It's
Now,
not
maybe
in
we didn't see it.
articles, and it's not in Crime Stoppers. You can watch the video. Nobody,
It,
they're saying
it must have
if
been
you
something
know,
on maybe in the Huntsville news. Something
listen,
had to happen for her to say. I
they're
mean, unless she lying.
offering $1,000. Didn't you hear Tisha say they're offering money?
Well, I'm sure they sent that to Destiny to pay her utility bill.
Right, they're
Here's
offering.
the deal.
Right,
They're
that was
offering $1,000. It's not like that's a really big deal. 900 people called probably, and the main one they listened to was Tiffany when she called and sent the picture over and said, "Don't this just look just like my coworker?" Allegedly.
That's what they said happened.
It
Are
looks
you
just like
serious?
allegedly. It looks just like my coworker.
Do y'all really think Tiffany did that?
Yes,
She
I do.
messy. She real messy.
Child.
If she
Absolutely, I think she
did,
did.
I would whoop her butt just because.
Right.
And
think
I
she
don't
did.
even look. And I absolutely believe that's Tiffany. I mean, Keke. But she deserved a butt whooping if that's what she did.
I believe.
Okay. Let's see what else I. So Keke did say she was clean. I did hear it. Did you
Mhm.
hear it?
Did you hear it,
She
Joy?
said she didn't relapse.
That means
So
she's
does that mean you
clean.
clean or not?
Joy, what is the problem with admitting that? What does that mean to you?
It when I heard it, um, it made me think, okay, she lied. And I don't know, it was some she didn't say I'm clean today. She wasn't time specific. I had
Does she
been
have
clean like
to be clean? I'm clean. Here, I'm clean. Why do I got to
I
give
mean
you the dates and
today.
times?
Today.
What? Joy. Oh my God, child. Okay.
Today.
So she has to say certain
She
words.
had
Is
to
that what
show
you're
you.
saying?
No, I don't think she's saying
She
that.
had to give you a
I
beginning
wasn't
and end
convinced.
date.
I wasn't convinced. That's really the
Okay.
crux.
I don't know. I mean, the way she was sweating and the move, and it could be editing
And they
and
made it seem like she was talking for days.
right. And yeah.
Yeah, and so I thought that was bad. I thought it was bad of them to portray her like that, whether it was
And
happening or
then
not.
she
Knowing
said,
her
wait
real
a minute.
situation, I don't think they should have did that.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Then she said, wait a minute. Then she said, this tickle my own soul. In her confessional is that when she goes to court and she will be vindicated, everybody will bow down. You know what I said? So it is you. Why would you be going to court if it wasn't you?
Was she suing them? When you
She's
sue
suing them,
somebody, don't you
Joy.
go to court?
Yeah.
Or is it mediation?
Why would
It's court.
she sue them if
Because
it's
it's
not
her in the-
her?
Because
She
it is her
said
in the
they said it was her.
picture.
You have
They
to watch
said
the
it was
live.
her.
I can't
Look at
remember
the
what all
picture.
she said, but I'll find a live so you can watch.
They did not say it was her. We're
Okay,
saying
whatever.
that it was her.
Yep. And one of those weirds named Tiffany is really got their ears open. And
Oh,
that
I'm not
girl is
arguing
going
that
to court for a
Tiffany.
specific
I
reason.
ain't arguing it. I'm sure Tiffany called. Tiffany looked like a snitch.
But
She
here's
looked
the
like
deal. If they said, look, this looks just like old girl right here, check it out. Because I promise y'all, the first video I saw was not the picture of Keke that's on that video now. There was a different video that was shown. And the other one was really blurry and you couldn't tell. It was like, maybe it was Keke, maybe it wasn't. Somebody then picked up the phone and said, this look like Keke right here. We just got to film it. I ain't gonna say no name. This look like her. Check it out. And then
did
they started
she say
using
that, or
picture
we just
instead.
mocking
I don't
fun?
know what the deal is, but it looks like this one instead. And that's why I think Keke's like, dang, okay, well, maybe I do need to go to court. You putting some stuff out there based on what somebody else told you, not what you saw. And
nobody has seen this stuff that you're talking about.
Neither.
Yeah,
Nobody
because
has seen it on
there
video.
was a new picture that said,
Yes.
"Have you seen this woman?" It was
Thank
clearer.
you.
It was
Thank
somebody
you.
gave them that picture and they
Thank you.
showed it.
But that's neither here nor there. They're looking for her. They don't know her
Yes.
name. The only way that would be slander or whatever is if it's her.
You don't think they know her name?
It's
I mean,
her
or if it's not
picture.
her.
It's so you trying to say,
mean?
Joy, if there was a mass murder or whatever crime going on, and somebody saw a blurry picture of you that looked like you, and then they sent in your real picture, say, "I sent in your real picture," and they put it up that way without any
Nobody has
kind
seen
of
this
verification that you
Nobody
and they
has
just put it up there for you to be a person of interest. You ain't gonna have feel no kind of way. Hell yeah, I'm feeling the kind of way.
Feel some type of way about,
and you can sue. You might not
the
win, but you can
situation,
sue.
though. That's not
Girl.
the situation.
Girl,
The situation is they took a picture of her, of a woman in Home Depot with a child speeding out in her same white Malibu or gray Malibu, but somehow it's not her. All I'm trying to get you all to say is that we know at this point it has to be her.
Well, it's her in the picture. Is that okay?
I mean, her walking out of Home Depot.
It could be, but she might not have been the person that
Let
stole.
me ask you this.
You can walk out of Home Depot and you
Okay,
didn't
okay.
steal.
I
Have
didn't
you ever been to
argue
Home Depot,
anything
Joy?
about the theft.
So that's why she's suing. I don't
Have you
understand
ever
why
been
you
to
can't.
Home Depot?
Because they've never
They didn't just say this woman walked out of Home Depot. They said this woman walked out of Home Depot and used her child to steal. That's a suing thing.
Thank you.
If she didn't do it. Then if she did it, she can't sue.
I didn't see no child with her. I'm just saying. So what y'all talking about?
Right.
You know, We will see, Joy, but you making it sound like she said that ain't her in the picture and stuff. She didn't.
She's
She said
not
I cannot
denying
confirm
that it
nor
is.
but she's taking them to court. She cannot confirm or deny.
Girl, y'all just taking up for that girl.
If
Okay.
I was in it, it's
I
not
got
about
Right?
us
I would
taking
want you to take
though.
up for me.
Here's the thing, though. If she
that
goes
girl's
to
been
court
stealing
because
out
she
of
said
Home
y'all
Depot,
got
and
my
y'all
name
know
out
it.
there, what did she steal? What would she have to steal out there? A $10 roll of duct tape? What she steal? What she need to steal?
Whatever she was
And what did she
speeding
need
out
to
of
steal it
home.
for? Because allegedly she was getting the medicine from the doctor right after her pain. So what's she stealing for?
I mean, she went to the hospital in that same story. She went to the hospital twice, talking about she was shooting pain. She was looking for drugs.
So
You
what
and
was she
there's not a
stealing
person
for?
in the world that could have
Okay, so
watched
she
this
just ain't gonna
thing
answer
in
the question.
recovery and not think
My
that
Keke,
girl
you get that?
was
Yeah, she's
looking
just
for
gonna go
drugs.
ahead with her.
She
like,
doing a Marsau on you, honey. The
yeah, she is
Marsau,
Marsauing up
honey.
here. The
Don't answer
Marsau
the
of
question.
y'all.
Start.
Marsau.
Okay. Anyway, let's move on.
Martell should be jealous because Jordan switched over full time with Marsau, and you know how she is with Martell. Now it's gonna be Marsau. Tish is
Child, she acting like
looking at
about
the
to get
Crime
jealous.
Stoppers. I'm finna send it to y'all so you can see it
What?
yourself. Like
Feel
they
free to
don't
send it. We'll
mention
look
this
at it
person's
again.
name and the picture
It don't
that
matter.
they
But
have.
Joy, we're not
is the
talking about the
picture.
first time. You don't know how many times this has run. We didn't see it all.
Thank
We don't
you.
know what really happened. I mean, maybe what we saw, they didn't say her name, but they could have said it
Joy.
later.
Why you
We
want this
don't
girl to
know.
be guilty? Why you want her to
Y'all
be
just
guilty,
make,
Joy?
but
Well, we
y'all
don't know. You sitting there
Why
making
you?
inferences on stuff
y'all
you
Thank
just
don't
you.
know.
making up scenarios.
You are making
And
you are
what?
making inferences that you don't
You
know
are
the whole
making up
story
stories.
to.
I'm saying
Why
the
you want
same
the
thing
girl
to
to
you
be
all.
guilty?
You're making an inference that she's
Joy.
suing because her name was put out there.
Why
She
do you
said
want
it
her
on
to
her
be
live. I'm
guilty?
not making no inference. She said it on her
Thank you.
live.
Why
I posted. I'm gonna
why
send
do
you the
you want her to
live.
be guilty? I can't
I
understand.
didn't make this up. She said it.
Are you working with the Scots or something? What's going on? What is going on up in here? Okay.
that girl was stealing
Okay,
out.
let's see what else.
Child.
What do y'all think about Mel being the voice of reason during the Keke Tish
I think
debate?
that was, she knew no matter what she thought, she knew the right thing to say. I mean, so it was you. Did you see when Mel said, so it was you in the video?
Yeah, Mel was even like, okay, I just want you to be all right.
It's gonna be okay. She said what she says what a decent friend would say. She's like, nah, I see it's you, but I'm just gonna go with you because that's what a friend does. And then when the camera turned off, she probably asked her the real question. But while the camera was on, I'm gonna ask you now. If you don't answer me, I'm gonna come back later because I need the real deal. But so it was you on the tape. Listen, it is what it is. I cannot confirm or deny. We'll see it in court.
In her life, Keke said the only two people who really seemed to have her back in this moment was Stormy and Mel.
And then when did Stormy have her back?
I guess it's gonna happen on the show, but even when Stormy was talking to Courtney, she was like, look, if it is her, we gonna pray for her. We gonna get her help because we all been low before. You know what I mean? Like Stormy didn't judge her. She was just like, I hope she's getting help. I hope she's okay.
But
well, when Kimmy and Tish was talking about it, they was
going in.
Yeah. So
why
I mean, it was just a different.
So quick to be against her. Tiffany just looks at her like you are just not my type. What's up with that?
Oh, Tiffany. Do y'all want to go into the baby ace of it all party thing?
Yeah, I thought it was really cute. I love that place actually that they were at. Lux Blue or Blue Lux or something.
What do you think about the party planners not having the stuff ready?
I would have been pissed too, but they did say it was heavy rain and they had to do some maneuvering to get that stuff out. So they should have had a different plan on how to move that stuff because obviously if it rained that heavy, they knew it was going to rain. But overall, they had extra hands and pink gloves and for people to help. And, it is what it is at this point. Let's have fun at the party.
All right. Well, let's not go there yet because I want to kind of push them into the nail. Fletcher, Mel, all that. So let's go back to Marsau and Tish. I want to talk about them and the $8,500 they have a month to spend. What do y'all think about this?
I thought, that was very interesting to me. That was very interesting. So she had 4,000, he had 3,500, or 5,000, and he had 3,500. And what you do, he said, I can't ask you what you do. You can't ask me what I do. But she has more because she goes and gets everything for the girls and for the son. But she spends her money on the kids. So she probably really only has $3,000 a month for herself because the rest is going on the kids. I don't know. That's a good allowance if you ask me, though. Where are they getting all that money from? Because they're getting sued out the Wazuzu. There's two people that are suing them. Where are they getting the money from? I'm dead serious. Where are they getting it from?
Oh,
Do y'all believe that they really have that much of an allowance?
No.
So when Tish and
I believe that
Marsau,
they do. I believe that they do. But
you think so?
they,
So you
yes,
listen.
I believe
So you
they
trying to say
have
that
it.
instead of buying a house where
Yes.
they could pay $8,500 a month and not have their
Mhm.
kids in the 3-bedroom squeezed in, paying $1,000 a month, they gonna give themselves $8,500 a month to blow?
Okay. So, and the answer to that is yes, because for whatever, okay, they're not the best money people. So yes, I believe they really think here's an extra $8,000 a month that we can use for this or that, and we'll put everything else to the side to finish our house or whatever they need to do. Yes, is that the smart thing for them to be doing? We don't really know, but it don't sound like it because that's a lot of money to waste every month while you're renting an apartment with different color utilities. We got the white box, the black
Okay.
dishwasher, and the gray stove. I mean, there's some things
Joy,
going on
do
that they're
you
not doing.
believe that they have that much money a month to blow?
when I initially heard it, I thought it was a stupid filler episode. I'm not gonna lie, but then and I thought about it. I'm like, I don't know exactly how reality shows are paid at this point. I think it's so much emphasis on the housewives. I don't have a clue how much they're paid, but if you think about it, I would say that if they have filmed, this is episode number 17, they probably got another 14, another 13 episodes left, making it 30 like it was last year. Plus you got the reunion. I would imagine if you're working 33, essentially you're working 33 weeks out of the year, although they may film for 6 months out of the year, because they get paid per episode. So like when Marsau or Martell wasn't in this episode, he won't earn a dime. Now it don't matter if he in it and is only just standing there. He wasn't in it, so he won't get paid for this episode. I would assume they were at least getting $5,000 per episode.
But
So
yeah, I get that.
so if you're working 33 months out of the year, all of them really do have regular jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's far fetched that she's getting that kind of money. And
But
plus, they got Black, and he's still doing the. I tend to believe it's reasonable.
But you remember when you
And
were
black
saying, because
chocolate.
I remember when you were saying, I think that they're saving their money. You remember you
Yeah,
was like, I think that they're
yeah,
saving
they
their
are, and
money.
it could be. I
But
mean,
there's no way you are saving your, if you live, okay, you spending 85,500, so 8,500 a month on frivolous stuff.
mhm.
When you got a house that don't have sewer, that
Yeah.
don't have electricity, that don't have, and you living in a rental
But they're getting a
apartment.
new
I mean,
kitchen.
that ain't good. That's not good stewardship of
Well,
anything.
I hear what you're saying, but they're also rehabbing a house. Hopefully, it'll be something they'll be able to sell, but because they're in like a regular neighborhood on a corner,
Yeah, by
so
the highway. Yeah.
they're like in a regular neighborhood. So if and Marceau is doing some of the work. He ain't doing all, but he's doing some of the work. I tend to, and I don't like. I mean, I like Marceau. Y'all know that I do. I
I
tend to think it's very attractive if a man is straight building you a house. I found when I that's all I was focused on.
It's
Wow,
attractive
he's
if he
straight.
built her a house.
He's straight building her a house.
He more so straight like
I mean, really,
manipulates.
are you being
I'm
Okay,
not
so
arguing that. I'm
so
not.
they
Yeah,
in a they in a
I'm not doing.
conversation, and she walks in and she's like saying, "You know, you spent money on, you wrapped your car, da da da," and he was like, "I need an apology." And I'm sitting here like, where did this come from? How can you walk into a situation to talk to him about something about him, and he turns it on you and make you apologize? I don't.
Right.
And she It happens
I
every
think
time.
I find
what
jail
did he say she
Angela.
was wrong about something though?
He said that it didn't cost him more than $3,500 to wrap his car. So he spent the whole 30. So he didn't eat with his allowance. He
said
didn't go to
spend
the
as much
bar.
as
He
first
didn't
cost.
go buy some shoes. He just wrapped his whole car. That whole month he had no other money, none. But 35 because the 3,500 wrapped his car. So she said, "So you saying that you spent all 35? How did you eat? How did you do this?" He was like, "You saying I'm lying? You saying I'm lying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, motherfucker, you lying, right?"
I mean, I also think that he has. I don't know how they do their money, but they also have. I'm thinking they have other streams of income, and I'm assuming that those other streams of income are paying for their whatever. They may put a portion away. I don't know how much they're getting paid to really assess that. But I tend to think they're at least getting $5,000 a piece.
So this is what I feel like happened.
And they're working 33. They're getting paid for upwards of 30 to 33 episodes or weeks a year.
This is what I feel like happened. They know people are talking about them living in this apartment. Mm-hmm. And to make it seem like it's okay and that they got 17 million, they are trying to say, we got all this money to burn. We got all this money to spend. That ain't happening. Her purse did not cost more than $5,000. You know what I'm saying? It just was like a flex. It was. I don't know
if it matched that shirt she had on with all them hoes. It was just cheap.
Right.
It $3,500.
To me, it was a flex.
I was trying. That's what I thought it was.
It was a flex. I don't think it was real. Y'all think it's real. I'm sitting here thinking, oh, I'm not the only one.
I started that out. I was like, it's a filler episode.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like their little, not the whole episode, their little segment. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Their little, okay.
I mean, I'm sorry. Segment.
Yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah, it was like a flex. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And I mean, imagine having that argument, baby. I can only get $5,000 through that. But all I kept saying when I was talking to my sister-in-law, because I kind of watched it. I wasn't paying too much attention the first time. But my sister-in-law said something about $5,000. That's a lot of money. I said it actually isn't, because I've had that conversation even with my husband. Like, in he actually pays all of the bills.
Right.
And we have an X amount of money literally each
pay period. To pay, right. Yeah. Like that's why when that bill for the charades then was $1,500, I was like, that's nothing to them. Yeah. Like seriously, Marcel, you could pay that, but you know.
So my money, it seems like it's a lot, but it's really not, because I also take care of all the things for the kids. They ain't calling David for $100 or I need these shoes. My daughter just bought a few minutes ago $165 pair of shoes.
Yeah,
some stupid bumblebee looking Nikes.
Yeah, my daughter at the SZA concert talking about, can I buy some SZA merch? I guess. I don't even know who the hell SZA is. But okay.
They call me. So I know that that's not a lot of money.
Yeah, it's not. It's not on their level compared with us. So in the thing they mentioned a deposition. So has anybody read this deposition? Because I was on Facebook and somebody said that he looked like a scammer.
Yeah, they are saying that a lot lately, and so that's uncomfortable because I'm sure it's to them by now. A lot of people are saying that they definitely know that rumor. It's uncomfortable to think that, but I don't know. It's uncomfortable because that's kind of really dangerous.
Are we talking about the Fletchers or the Scotts? I'm sorry.
The Scotts. Okay, I just sent y'all in our Chatter Up group. I don't know if y'all are in this group, but this person broke down. Did y'all see that link I just sent?
No, let me look at it.
They broke down the deposition.
Oh dang.
Girl, y'all gotta read it. So it's a lot. And they were saying that he knew a whole bunch about Tish. Yeah. And it's kind of like he was throwing her under the bus. So I like, how do we get this deposition? Because I want to see it. Because Tish asked him, she said, how did the deposition go? And he really didn't talk about it. And so the people were thinking maybe because he threw her under the bus. Can you read it? Can y'all see it? Is it open?
No, I wasn't in that group.
It's a link. Oh, you're not in the group?
No, I requested it, but no, I wasn't in that group.
Oh, no, I'll just screenshot and send it to y'all. So
it's not showing up on mine.
In the Chatter Up?
Yeah. And
But I
that,
do
wait a minute.
enjoy
Is it
Friends. So,
wait a minute. Here it
yeah.
is. It was
So,
before. Oh.
so it
I'm
was
in this
like,
group. I'm in this group.
he hasn't never took a building science course. He was arrested 3 times in Michigan. This is what the deposition says. Arrested 2 times in Huntsville on an unsafe structure. He doesn't recall how many houses they built. Doesn't recall other partners and staff. He worked for Target. He worked for the movies.
So let me ask this though. I haven't seen what you're reading, but why is that person putting that out there?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah. Because, when you go into that type of business, I mean, it'd be nice to be 100% upfront, but sometimes you might have to do something that might not be seen as the best, but it's what you needed to do to get to that next level. I don't know.
But the builder doesn't. He has a builder's license.
I think so, right? Was he? Yeah, he has a builder.
Necessarily, they're not the workers,
right?
I know. I wouldn't be working.
Yeah, so, but it sounds like, based on one of the other people that are suing him, that he gets deposits. He gets money for deposits from other people. He'll pay that deposit, and then nothing else will ever be paid again. He might get that next set of money, but he keeps it for himself, allegedly. And that might be something that's fun in that.
I hope he ain't doing the Tom Girardi of it all.
I hope he's, this is. I hope not. I hope he's doing nothing that will get him.
They say the house in Lewis Lane, he claims Infinity Property owns the house that they live in.
And not him. So there's something. Okay, it's weird because I think we don't know these people, but for some reason we feel a little close.
What is an unsafe structure?
I don't know.
An unsafe
dilapidating house. Or
it's got to be something where that doesn't meet code. So you have to meet building code.
The wood is gonna melt when it rains, or you didn't do something that you were supposed to do. You didn't use the right level of concrete. You use plywood instead of what you should have used. Things like that to save a lot of money, and then the house is going to go down a lot faster.
Okay, so anyway, I just feel like I don't know if he's a scammer, but I do feel like he talks in circles. And Tish is like a dog chasing the tail. She just keeps chasing it and don't know what, and try to bite it her own tail. Like, I'm just sitting here like, Tish. But then she asked, okay, so another thing, she asked him, and I understand this, when you're in a marriage, you may go and be like, babe, I want a new SUV, let's kind of price it out. But then I went back and said, but he didn't ask her if he could go to Africa. So why, what y'all think?
He's the one with the money. He breaks down the money every month. He does it. So when she's thinking, thank you for giving me this, $5,000 a month or whatever, you handle the money, and I'm trusting that you're doing right by our family. That's what she's doing. She's not asking many questions. When even after Africa, come on, you should be, but Tisha is not. He's convinced her to trust him like that. No matter what she hears on the scamming side, or, that's her husband. She's going to trust him to run their family.
She's going to stick beside him. So let's go to the Nell, Chris Fletcher date. I thought they were friends. Did y'all know?
I thought that was a very strange conversation to hear him say you were friends with people that we're not friends with. I thought that was strange, because this is.
Did he say that we weren't rocking with at the time? What did he say?
Something like that. He said at the
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
But at the time, if you think about it, this been 6 seasons, at least 5 that we've known about the Fletchers. And so for him to have said that to them this season seemed weird, because we thought they were in some kind of communication over these years.
I mean,
wasn't Fletcher the one that gave him an alibi?
Yes, he gave him an alibi.
Yes.
So how you gonna say, I don't know you? I don't know you, man. But I don't know.
It was weird, but the only thing that I'm trying to go back to figure out his timeline. That was season 4.
Okay.
I wouldn't have called the Fletchers either, although they probably would have been a good person to call for the expo. But I think this year the Fletchers might be getting paid. They're friends of. I understand why they asked them that, just so they could get screen time. But they wouldn't have been in the forefront of my mind. I thought he was getting his own show.
I thought he was getting his own real estate show, and he still could. I don't know. Well, maybe
Like,
it fell through.
I
So,
don't
well, what
believe
do you
that.
think about when Marsau, and I don't know if y'all, because when I go back and forth trying to read it, kind of kicks me off a little bit. What do y'all think when Marsau said, "What do you do?" Like, I thought you was just his pretty wife.
That was so rude. I mean, Marsau was just being rude, and he's doing it for the TV. I don't know what to think about him. He's so funny. He's just funny. I like him, but he's a hot mess. He
That
knows as
made, I
well.
was like,
Ain't no way in the world he didn't know that Nell runs a daycare. I'm sorry. I don't believe that at all. He knew what she does.
And what's crazy is a lot of people that know it just shows you how a little elitist that this po Negro is because
they
he's
used to.
a lot of people see businesses like daycares and barbershops and that sort of
Mhm.
thing. Those are like hood businesses that's kind of been around that have always been successful, but that don't necessarily mean you know business. That's Marsau's
But she
train of
had it for
thought.
29 years, Joy. So
I'm
his
not
thing
well,
was,
Yeah,
look, you
Mars.
ain't
That's
gotta
the way
convince
Marsau
me.
I
feels
I'm
know,
about
I'm
it.
talking
just
about
sitting here
yeah.
because in one breath he says, "Well, I feel like the only people who should be up here and getting paid is Stormy and Maurice because they had their business for so long." But then the
Yeah.
next breath tell this lady who had a 29-year-old business that she wasn't worthy. Like, it to me, he just contradicts himself. And then
Well,
I also feel like it
a lot of
doesn't matter
people,
how long you're in business because you can be in business for 85,000 years and make $1 profit.
but
Where
if
this
you
new
consider
person
that a
comes,
good business, and I think this is the sad part about this train of thought. It's the certain jobs aren't worthy or aren't prestigious enough. Like I'm telling you, you could be a business owner on a little hood store. He wouldn't have
Mhm.
considered that a success.
but I thought that's who they was trying to help.
Well, but
He don't
you
want to.
have
He want to
you
help
have
them out, but he
people
don't
with a
want them on his
train of
team.
thought of what they think or what they view. This was my issue with the term about black
Like
excellence,
X, right?
the
Yeah.
closeness to
Hmm.
whiteness. So a hood business like a daycare isn't. I don't care how much money you make. That ain't really a success. That ain't success. That's
Well, I
just
looked up her daycare, and they ain't a hood business because she don't take no stipends. You got to pay. She don't take the little children because
Right.
I'm nosy. I went and looked up Growing Smiles. Okay, she don't
it's
take the
Yeah.
name.
people who
But I
get the little
wonder.
daycare stipends. Like, you got to pay your money out your own check. So it's
Yeah.
not like she on the corner in the hood by the projects. Like, she's in a very nice learning center. So I don't know. I'm nosy, and I went. Y'all didn't go look.
I
I'm,
did
I'm
not.
I'm looking now. You know I'm looking now.
Right. I mean, because we have daycares here like that, like the Goddard School daycare. We know that them ain't the daycares that you just running out the side of your neck. Some of
Right.
them are really exclusive daycares. They
Oh,
not just.
it is in the hood though.
Oh, see, Joy.
It's in
Well,
the hood.
I mean, it's around the
What's it
corner
called?
from A&M. It's
It's
on
called
Maston
Friendly
Road. I know
Smiles.
where it is.
What's the name of it? Teak.
It's Growing Smiles.
Growing
It's
Grow.
Smiles.
You
on,
know I look.
yeah. But I mean,
She
that's
said it's in the
okay though. See,
hood.
I consider that a success in my opinion.
I do too, but
I
Marceau, what you're saying is he doesn't.
yeah, he
He
does.
does not.
Yeah.
So that's people who watching this. Y'all know what Marceau think
This
of
is
y'all little
about
daycare people.
this is really his lack of respect. Although Melanie's ran, I rolled my eyes. She's correct about that. Marceau has an elitist view with
Mm-hmm.
his pole tail. You know it. I ain't bad. He got more money than me, but
Me
he has
too.
an elitist
Yeah.
view of
Oh, look at
success.
these
Y'all
babies.
didn't think that when y'all was watching it.
Yes, he pissed me
Yeah,
off.
he
I
has
told
an
you I
elitist
put in our
view.
thing. I was
I don't like
disappointed.
when he does
That's
that.
why he
I,
was debating. Oh, but she like basically because she's Melody selling her products out of her house and not a warehouse, and
mm-hmm.
That makes a
not in
difference.
Walgreens or CVS or Tar. You can't walk in this store. His level of success is right now they're doing ghetto stuff. You selling T-shirts.
Well,
That's
hmm
his. Although
and while he's
it's
selling
just crazy
t-shirts.
to me. I ain't gonna say it's crazy to me. I just understand that train of thought. I'm
Well,
also
I will
writing.
say, I mean, I don't know how many locations she got, but compared to what we're used to, okay, this is in the. This is a little in the hood. That's all I'm saying.
Joy said it was in. She says by A&M.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
looks
it's by A&M. It's a masking because I know that
29 years
street.
though.
Every time I see that street, I think Martin Luther King.
Okay.
I know where
Okay. So
Lady
it's in the hood. So because she's a daycare person.
not the
But
hood.
it's also
Let me say this:
29 years
Huntsville really don't
dedicated
have a hood.
service.
Okay.
So,
Ain't that nice? I mean,
because even their projects are clean.
Yeah.
So
yeah, same here.
Huntsville really don't have a hood, but you know when you in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? You know when
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
And 29 years.
It's
So
neighborhoods like that.
She's a
And
businesswoman.
So she has a successful little daycare in the hood, wherever. He's a real estate mogul because they needed him for
And
the
the two
40 acre
couples
deal.
on.
You know what I mean? How can you minimize? And then another thing that Marsau does, I would say he just would do it to women, but he did it to Courtney. He was like, you in women's business, you selling hair products.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And this is like a multi-million-dollar business. Like
I don't think he was saying it like that. Again, this is
oh yes, he was.
Understanding. No, it wasn't about that. I don't think he was saying like you selling women's products like that's beneath him. He's saying it because he's trying to be funny.
Like it's a woman's business.
Yes,
like men can't sell hair products.
Business, not like that.
So men can't sell hair products. Basically, it's just a woman's business.
Yeah, I told you, he has an elitist view of
life. He said just like he meant.
Yeah, he meant
and you know somebody else that has it. Well, I'm surprised I ain't tripped off of it.
Oh.
Tiffany has a Karen's view of
it. Yeah.
Tiffany, yeah, I mean, she's in her own level.
We can't even talk. Tiffany is a whole nother story.
She really is.
So when I look at people, like, y'all don't analyze people like that.
I do.
Yeah, okay.
Marsau, he's ignorant. He
wasn't interesting how Maurice was proud of him, and Maurice was saying, "Look at me here, stuck on the highway, and I can look over and see this hotel that my brother is building."
That was when he was in traffic or something, right?
Yeah, that he was proud of his brother and his legitimate building.
But you know, this lawsuit came from Marsau suing them.
Okay.
He sued them for non-payment.
So where'd the fraud lawsuit come from that Melody was talking about?
So that's what he sued them for non-payment, and then they sued him for fraud, saying that he was a fraud and didn't do the work that he said. He didn't do the work. That's why they didn't pay him.
That's saying that. That's the second business that's saying that. Probably more. Just the second that we know of. Because the other business video said the same thing.
Marsau.
He's getting paid, not doing the work.
Did I have another question about Chris? Hold on.
Do y'all agree though that they are kind of a power couple?
Okay, yes, I do. So Tish asked the Fletchers a question. About infidelity.
Yeah.
Was she wrong for that? What do y'all think about that?
No, she wasn't wrong. She asked questions. Marsau didn't want to talk about it. Why is that? Tish show did. I mean,
what the hell?
Marsau was like, well, hold on. Can we not? Yes, we cannot not talk about it, Marsau.
So if you at a dinner, Callie, say you and your husband at a dinner with some people who claim they don't know you, even though they do. And they look and they say, little wife look at you and say, have you ever dealt with infidelity in your marriage? I mean, is that
if they asked me that question, honestly, just thinking about me and my husband at the time we were out and somebody asked that means you telling me something. Who's cheating?
Who's cheating in your life? Right.
Right. So, yeah, I would be offended. I cannot even. What do you want to talk about? What's going on?
You want to know if we're in the same club together, right?
Like, you know, when I watched this, I was like, Tisha must not watch the show because Nell actually told me.
Well, Martell blasted it. Martell blasted it, and then Nell confirmed.
Did Nell ever confirm it on TV?
She must not watch the show.
Did she confirm it though? I don't remember that.
Did she not? I thought when her Mel, Chris, and when she threw that cup at him, I think they were talking about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just remember the cup throwing. I ain't mad about that.
I remember the cup throwing, but I don't remember Nell ever talking about it. So when they said yes, of course, on the show today, I thought, okay. And then I put in the post that Chris admitted to an affair, meaning he didn't really admit to an affair. We don't know. We just know there was cheating, right? We don't know that it was him, or did she say it was him? I don't know that.
In an episode that comes later, she says we both did.
Nell says that?
Yeah, in an episode that's coming.
Well, I thought she said that Martell told her that Martell, both him and Melody did.
Yes, that's
Oh,
what
is
she
that
said.
what that is?
Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he is still trying to force that cheating on Melody. He is
I mean, they were still married. They were maybe separated, but people have a different view of if that's cheating or not. In the eyes of God, yeah. You know what I mean? But in the eyes of the people who sleeping with the people, no.
I don't think it was cheating.
What's it? What they call it? My lick back or my get back?
Get my lick back, child. Get your lick back.
I don't think it was cheating because she had moved out and separated from that man. So what she does at that time is her business. He, on the other hand, he didn't move out at all. Everybody else was stuck at home over COVID. Everybody said, you move out, you pack up, you take your kids and move out. You are separating. You are not with that man. You go do what you want to do. Okay. So if he want to come back and throw that in your face every month just to make him feel better, then that's on him. If y'all want to be real honest, though, we ain't living together. We are going through a separation. If I have sex with somebody else and enjoy it and tell you about it, then that's on me and you.
I tell you about it. Okay,
well,
he said all your business.
He said she told him. I wouldn't cheat on no man, so I ain't never got to worry about that. I just wouldn't do it. It's not my nature. But he said, that she said that she gave head. Remember when she said,
yeah, she did tell, but she should have said, I did it and I liked it.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
In the Nene voice. I did it.
Who
and
said
I liked
that?
it.
Nene, yeah.
Oh,
my goodness. And I swallowed. No, don't say you swallowed. Say you spit it out.
I mean, really. So anyway, I don't know. I just don't consider that cheating at all. I will forever defend anybody who moves out and thinks they're done with this. What you do at that time, at least have respect to leave. Don't do it and then go right back in the bed with your husband, Martell.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so let's get to the Tiffany then, because the reason I wanted to wait was because Mel and Nell had a conversation based off of the dinner. And Tiffany, when did Tiffany and Stormy have their conversation?
That was the day before the party.
Okay, so let's talk about their conversation a little bit, because did that conversation get on your nerves? It got on mine, and I can tell y'all why.
It went on too long. It seemed like Stormy was begging for a reaction from Tiffany. No emotional tape.
That's how I felt. Like Stormy was really reaching. I mean, are you okay? I mean, I don't.
But didn't Big Lou tell Tiffany all of this? Baby, if you get pregnant, we gon'. And now she's overwhelmed. I don't understand Tiffany. Her paparazzi jewelry was a little better. George noticed it.
Stop looking at her. I cannot stop looking at her.
What is the traveling that she's doing? That he's doing it? He's a baseball. I thought it was a local baseball coach center or something.
Do you think they have a travel team? Maybe like a travel baseball team, and he travels with them.
That's what we need to think.
Oh well, he coaches at A&M, so they definitely travel.
Oh, I didn't know that too. Oh,
she said it tonight. I didn't know that either. She said, y'all may not have picked it up. She said he's coaching.
Oh, because I was over that conversation.
He said A&M. He didn't say Alabama, and he said he's coaching at A&M. He's moved. So yeah, I know he travels. So
yeah, so he travels.
And this is the spring. So this is their busiest time of the year.
Well, I could be naive, of course. I mean, sometimes maybe I am. I don't think he's a cheater.
I don't think it.
I don't think Big Lou's a cheater.
Girl, that whole season of them.
Yeah.
Of him being insatiable, because basically
we do it in the truck.
They wanted us to believe.
How about they do it in their little Malibu? You know your husband is too big to be having sex in the little Malibu. It's not gonna fit
unless Malibu truck, which I don't think they have. So I don't know.
But yeah. But I really hope Tiffany, if she does have, do you think she has postpartum? Because we thought had postpartum. It was something.
She could.
She could.
But I mean, that's also why she went back to work. Because on this part, well, yeah, she had been back to work. She's overwhelmed, and she got boys, and boys ain't no help. If you have little girl, she could at least watch it while you go to the bathroom.
Uh-huh. Them little
So,
boys on the video game better prop her
right,
up in a boppy and hope they watch.
maybe be on the floor by side. And they had them earphones on. They won't even hear the baby cry. So
But I mean, she knew this. I mean, I have friends who have kids that are teenagers or in college and all that, and then they have a baby, and I don't understand
why they keep
why.
Why they start over, kind of.
Why do you start over?
Maybe it's an accident. Mm.
I don't know. I have
think
several friends.
I could tell you why. Usually it's those girls, if they got a kid that's in college and an infant, 9 times out of 10, they had their baby single and young. Now they didn't marry somebody that married, or they with somebody at least
that want a kid.
Right.
Yeah, this about different people. One of them I know is about different guys.
Yeah, it be circumstances like that. They usually have that bigger gap. But I couldn't imagine me being single in today's pool and even think about a man that has a young child. And I'm saying young child, I'm saying 10 and under.
My thing is, I couldn't imagine taking a diaper bag.
Girl,
a car seat.
That's absurd.
Could you imagine having a car seat?
Like Marlo boyfriend got a 1-year-old. Like, come on.
Could you not having a stroller? Oh my God. Heck no. So okay, but let's get back to Tiffany and pretty little handsome Ace. So there was 2 conversations. I can't remember the first one was
sweet.
What you say, Callie? Sorry.
A stroller with a baby would be so sweet.
Yeah, to take take home or to just babysit.
To take home.
Oh.
Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
Callie, you okay?
I'm sitting up here watching this episode, the part with Tiffany and Stormy. Stormy was trying to pull something out of her.
I know she tried. And then Stormy talking about your eyes are red. Are you trying to make her cry, Stormy? Because you just
She just trying to pull some emotion out of her. Tiffany ain't got it in her. She
ain't.
She ain't got that girl is emotionalist.
Whole thing. We gonna pray for Tiffany and Big Lou. And I guess I feel like they're setting up little pockets of storylines for everybody. So there was 2 conversations. One conversation was Mel and Nell. What was the second one?
And I actually like that the storylines that they are setting up, they're setting them up.
Yeah. Nobody else is.
I like that.
That is true. So let's talk about the party so if you have a party planner and you know it's gonna rain, do you not get there earlier? Or maybe you think it was another party there? Like, I don't understand
you should
why Tiffany had to put on the pink gloves.
You should absolutely have that. Yeah, I mean, you really should have, but I don't know. What do y'all think about that? I don't like it when we're watching these shows and these workers aren't doing everything they're supposed to do, and we get to see people be mean to them. I don't like that. I remember when Kim Zolciak did that to her sweet 16 for her oldest daughter, and they were kind of late, and she yelled at that lady and stuff. I don't like to see that part of the show. Don't go attacking your people. Attack them off camera.
Tiffany was nice. I think she didn't go off on them like I thought.
Tiffany was nice, and then here comes Stormy. Why we gotta help? I mean,
right? Stormy was cute.
I also think that it's too many product placements that they get rid of. This was a product. I think that they could be kind of told, if I'm putting the name of your business and I didn't film twice in your business and mention the name, and they even showed the
Blue Lounge or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to live up to the standard because I can guarantee you they got paid.
Yes, they got paid to be there.
They got paid.
Yeah, okay, I get it then.
It wasn't just, and I guarantee you it's more, they got paid more than what they would get paid if they allowed their doors to be open.
And I love the breakfast at Tiffany. Was that supposed to be the theme or did I make that up?
Yeah.
I thought that was really cute.
I thought it was cute.
But I understand the pink gloves when she got a son. I was like, why they go through? But it's okay. So what is the two conversations? The first one was what I can remember.
Lux Bruh. I said the wrong name. The name of the company is Lux Bruh. BRU.
Oh, Lux Bruh. What I call it?
Lux
I called it
Bud.
something wrong. Lux Bruh. And I
I
don't
thought
even
it
think
was supposed to be a play on brew because I thought it was a coffee shop.
Lux Brew.
Lux
Okay.
Bruh. But were the people who were there setting up, were they the owners of Lux or were they party planners? So it may not even be the
Oh, I
establishment.
kind of thought it was the owner because of the way Tiffany introduced her and said this place has always been beautiful. I really don't even need decorations. Like she was talking to the lady and
Yeah.
not doing much.
She was, but I didn't necessarily. That
think
could
it was the owner. Okay.
it could be the owner, or it
Could
could
be.
literally just be the party planner. That
Yeah,
said,
I'm thinking it was a party planner.
this.
Okay.
I
Okay.
can do this, and that. Yeah, because usually a coffee shop wouldn't be where you would necessarily have that. That's
Okay.
like a coffee bar.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was
colors
nice. It
and
was cute,
green.
but party
Yeah, I
planner
thought
do better next time because you're on TV and you could have had your business cards out and people would have used you again.
Right.
So let's get to the conversations. The first one was, well, the second one I can't remember. Nell and Mel. Do y'all think Nell was being messy? Some people thought she was.
I think she was, yes.
Yeah.
But with the reason she was being messy because the Scots were being messy to her.
There we go.
That's why.
Yes, they were not nice to her.
She had reason.
Because they tried to get some screen time. The whole conversation is why you ain't invite me on the stage.
Exactly.
I'm more successful than everybody else.
Well, it's the truth, though. They are, I'm sure.
That was that. They created a problem. This is, in my opinion, an obvious.
But you don't think they really were hurt by it?
No.
Well, if they saw the episode, they shouldn't have been.
Okay,
they shouldn't have been. But
I'm like, the episode. The only thing that could only be if it was a missed opportunity to add them to the episode, it would have been interesting. But I don't think that they weren't on the show. The Fletchers are friends of this season. They're really. I hear you. I even think the conversation of why he didn't invite them was plausible. Like I didn't think it was like off. Like we ain't really talked. You're my friend through this other couple. We weren't really talking.
He was his alibi. Want some of your alibi?
Thank you.
I'm forever your friend.
Like Angela said that earlier.
I'm not. I guess I'm saying I don't know how close it would have been to kind of pull somebody on the stage. Is all that I'm saying. Like,
gotcha.
I don't think that their forefront was thinking outside of the core group. I really do think Stormy was a last minute because they couldn't get Mel. Let's be honest. Like they wanted it only to be the core six up there speaking, but Mel wouldn't participate. So they got Stormy to kind of sit in because she is a successful person. But I don't think in general that they were trying to invite anybody but them.
Okay.
Stormy was only replacing Mel. If Mel was there, Stormy wouldn't have been there.
Yeah, she wouldn't have been there. But another thing, but they act like they weren't even invited to the thing at all.
They weren't. Wait a minute, but it was after telling them they would be invited, though. I mean, did y'all hear that part? He said, "Well, you said
it wasn't open." But I would have thought that. I guess this is the part. It's an opening. Expo is open. It's free. Anybody with legs or wheelchair or whatever can walk up in there. Anybody that want a booth could have called a certain number because general people were. If they wanted to be a part of this, they could have taken part of this. Because it wasn't initially a plan to put anybody on that stage but the core six.
Another thing we didn't talk about was when Marsau said, I didn't charge them to speak. Did you hear him say that? You don't normally charge people to speak, do you?
He was stupid. He was being stupid there. He did say it. I said, what did he say?
Because man said, so you gonna charge them to speak? Like he was just
again, this is his elitist view. Because again, here it is, you on this stage to elevate yourself.
Right.
And that's his, and he's being a little sarcastic, but he really does have an elitist train of thought with his, I would keep saying, with his poor butt, not for real poor, but the kind of poor that you still watching and you got a budget.
Thank you. And with the fact that, I mean, it'd be different because I'm not trying to negate anything they used to do, but they were in a townhouse that they didn't even own in the beginning. Like they were.
I think that may have been Martell's and
It
them,
was theirs.
because it looked
Yeah. And
they're,
so, and for you to act this way towards people who have been successful before you were, I don't get it.
There's something with him. He wants to
Because he
be
even
that
tried to
guy.
downplay the hopes. They
Yeah.
were successful. Martell and him gonna get into a conversation about this later.
Yeah, too bad it's
the
Martell.
Holts were
I hope he can
successful
hold it.
and they were
Yeah.
on the trajectory. I'm
Yeah.
not to say that he's not on the upward, but right now he's stagnant because he's got a big lawsuit on his back. He got a big monkey on his back. They were on an up
Multiple.
trajectory, and you could argue that it was mostly coming from male, and I'm not gonna argue that, but they were moving on an
Yeah,
upward.
they were a couple.
Yeah,
They
I'm not.
were
I don't.
together.
It doesn't matter who was coming
Yeah.
from. They were there.
They
Yeah.
were together. Yeah.
They
were-
and he downplayed them though, and so I was sitting here like, what is wrong with him?
Yeah, because Chris said no, they were a business. They were a thriving business. And Marsau had the nerve to say, well, where are they now? Come on, they're divorced and they're doing their own thing, and Melody's doing very well, thank you.
And Marcel, yeah,
And
Marcel's
Melody
trying.
spoke truth when she said he should be thanking me for the paychecks I have put in his hand, based on the communications they had building that business together. I mean, it's true. She has done a lot when they were together, and he is getting paid because of her.
And the show too.
And the show too. Thank you. They are the reason that they're on there. So I can't wait to see the conversation between him and Martell. I just hope Martell can carry his own there, because I don't know.
You don't think Martell gonna be able to do it?
I don't think he can.
Actually, Martell is quite clever. You know, when I realized that when he and Martell was going, when him and Marsau was going front to front, the day that Wanda had hit them, he said Martell had sense enough to remember. He came back with the best thing he could have ever said because that's the second I realized that Wanda was talking about that.
We have been saying this.
It was because of that statement. He said, it's no different than me apologizing to your son when I had made an inappropriate conversation about you.
The 20 women, but we had said that before, but she didn't listen to us, Callie.
But he said, and Martell, I think that's why he got so mad, because I really do think so. There's obviously some parts that they cut out, but I really think so because Martell had him.
Yeah.
You couldn't argue against that because it was literally the exact same situation. Actually, it wasn't the same. Well, they added the son to for some empathy. For some empathy. Because that boy may or may not have ever heard that situation.
No.
But that was something that he couldn't argue against it, and he didn't like being had by Martell.
Hopefully Martell can do it. I hope he can, because somebody needs to put him in his place. Okay, what else we got? What was the other conversation? Oh, was it the $100? Are we still talking about the $100?
I still don't understand why, although it's so still unfair. I just don't understand what $100 is.
I don't get it. Are we gonna keep talking about this $100?
No,
it's stupid.
Done.
Because people were saying in the groups that she's keeping this going to keep this as her storyline.
Oh Lord, I hope not.
And I'm like, I hope not either. But people are so mad, baby. If you watch, okay, here's the question. If you watch the show,
right?
Who's the anchor here?
Do they have an anchor?
People who are watching, do they have an anchor for this? I don't know. I'm asking you all because my husband and I was saying who was the star of the show. I said, well, people are always going to say it's Melanie, but he was like, she don't really get that kind of screen time. So I was thinking about that. Who is the anchor for this show?
I don't think anybody gets that much more screen time for now, right, from what I'm watching, than anybody else. Do you?
Okay, so let me tell y'all, they're kind of saying that people are thinking that they're trying to make Stormy the anchor.
But she's not in that much to me. What has she been in that the whole month?
Stormy
I guess
not on this show.
I don't know.
She ain't.
No, I don't think this show has one.
Well, arguably she does, because she was able to pick up 2 scenes. Not only would she be able to film with like her husband and her own person or whatever, she also would film with Tiffany on 2 separate scenes, one earlier and then later. So she does move around a little bit more.
When she filmed with her husband this episode, this she didn't film with her husband this time.
Maybe not with this episode, but I'm
talking. It was her, and the only one she filmed with was her and Tiffany.
I know, but it was 2 separate times.
So it was Mel. Mel was in the scene with her and Keke that started it off.
That's true.
Then she was in the scene with Nell and Mel, and then she was in the scene with everybody. I think it's pretty even on this show.
Okay.
I don't think there's an anchor. And I think the Scotts did the same thing. They was in the scene together, and they was in the scene with Nell. Again, Kimmy was just in one scene this time.
Was Maurice in this?
Maurice wasn't even in it.
Yeah. Where was Kim? Oh, she walked in the end.
Mm-hmm. Kimmy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she walked in the end.
She walked in to say, well, how come everything's not set up?
Why did that?
Well, she got paid though, same amount that everybody else got paid. That was in all.
Do you think that they realizing this and don't really care if they on the screen?
Because they're getting paid, and
I mean that's clear because Martell wasn't in the screen.
Right. Will Martell not get paid? I mean, I know they're not EP. Like, do they not get paid for that or any kind of?
I don't know how it works when you're EP and talent.
Right. So it depends on their contract. He could be getting paid regardless.
That's true.
I'm thinking he could be getting paid regardless.
I don't know.
Simply says she believes Carlos is trying to anchor the Scotts. Why do you think that?
I have no idea.
I don't think that.
One is actually cool with everybody.
Stormy was, but she not no more.
Yeah.
She was just the first season for about 5 minutes.
Because she's some kind of distance from them.
Anybody know why she dissed Mel?
Yeah, why didn't she speak to Mel? She didn't speak to Mel today.
When Mel walked in.
She didn't speak.
She spoke. She said she spoke to everybody.
The hate is real.
She specifically mentioned that Stormy was looking down. She did the old okie doke by looking down at her purse.
I don't know, but when Mel found out about the people arguing about the booth thing, she was like, "Who was you arguing with?" Like she was gonna make Stormy talk to her. Y'all didn't recognize that. She was like, "I didn't know y'all was arguing." So maybe I don't know. I don't think they're gonna be friends again, though.
I mean, what happened?
The last thing I remember is last season when her mom didn't like her, and then Stormy said that Melody didn't instant message her or something crazy. You didn't call me or mess. It was stupid. It wasn't nothing serious.
You think it's the mama, but they're not showing her mama this. I hopefully no more. Stormy mama, I hope she don't come back. That lady was horrible. Let me see if I got anything else in my notes.
I want to know what happened with her and the auntie.
Me too. Because I heard Junior was back working there.
Yeah.
Is he?
I heard that was for a scene. I heard that was fake.
Okay, well, I hope they paid him a little.
Well, somebody, whoever ran in her warehouse, kicked the door in and took a picture, said he was working.
Yeah, they said he was there when the black Titanic lady was there. They said that they could see him there.
I think that you did it.
How they see him there? They didn't never go inside though.
No, they said she busted in there and took some pictures
inside there. Joy, stop.
I'm just telling you, that's what they. I think she showed it on her live or something. Somebody showed it.
The black Titanic busted in there.
Yes.
No, it was on video. She didn't go inside.
So how did they know a dog was in there then? Was it because Stormy?
That's
Yep.
because old dude
Okay,
came
that's what it was.
outside
That's
and
when
they
you could
came
see it. It was on
outside.
Stormy's then. Junior was there. He was there.
Okay, that's good.
So that was
I
that's
just hope he got a signing bonus or something because on TV it's looking like he got fired, which he allegedly did.
I think
But he came
something
right
else
back.
happened though since then. I think that lady been back.
Black Tie
Somebody
Sonic
went
ain't been
back.
back.
Somebody took a frazzled picture, and they said that boy is working in that.
yeah. They said he was
No,
there.
it
He
wasn't
was
Black
working there.
Titanic. Are you confusing it with that girl that went to Kenya's place trying to bust her for not having a?
Girl, that
shot?
lady, she apologized. Poor thing. Y'all was talking about. Okay, are we done with this? Do we have
I
something
think
else?
so. I think we're done with this. I can't think
So
of anything.
next week, they're all
Oh,
gonna be
wait
sitting
a minute.
down. Tish gonna say she don't need constructive criticism.
That's
Um,
funny.
Kimmy gonna find out that Marsau said nobody paid, even though they did, and Maurice gonna have an issue. And I
They,
think that's all that was on the
girl,
preview.
they create these storylines.
I
Yeah.
know.
Let me see. I don't think there's anything else on that
I
episode.
think that was it. Okay, so y'all were talking about who do we think was the most talked about or something. It was a
Um,
question.
Oh, who was the most talked about housewife this season?
You mean okay? So starting when?
No, housewife. I mean, excuse me, not this season. This year,
Starting
2023.
January. We didn't do
Yeah,
our end of the year recap. That was one. That's our most watched, listened to podcast episodes. Actually, we should have done that. Thank it.
I
Hmm,
I don't know who the most talked about person has been this
January.
year. I mean, I
I
know who you
said at the
said
beginning of the
earlier.
year, I think it was definitely Kathy Hilton because that whole scandal was this year
What was the scandal?
about the nightclub and whether or not she said the N word.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Kathy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
remember that
all of that. She
short
was
one.
definitely. Y'all don't remember on?
I remember, but I don't know if that was the most talked about.
I didn't think it was, but
Y'all don't think so?
I didn't talk about her that much. It wasn't.
Maybe
No,
y'all didn't.
Somebody else helped.
It was
Maybe. I mean, it was talked about.
it was like scandalous.
I'm thinking it's some Vanderpump Rule people. Oh, Jen
Oh,
Shaw.
I thought Jen Shaw. That's why I said earlier this year was
You
that.
did, Jen Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
and then I kind of think Robin from
Robin was
I
talked
said that
about.
too. She was talked about.
Yeah, Robin
what's her last name?
Dixon, I think.
Robin Dixon. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
Robin and her husband, especially
So,
was
the
that all
room.
this year when he got fired?
It's like, who do you go out? Okay, let's say this. For this season of Atlanta, all the housewives, you can only name one of each one.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the housewife that walked away the most talked about in Atlanta?
Sheree.
No, Drew to me.
Oh, okay. I could see that too.
I
Who would
would have
say?
said Drew too.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Beverly Hills
How?
last season.
Oh, last season. See, I'm thinking about now.
Yeah, I'm not now. I'm talking about talking about what has
Last
aired
season.
in 2023.
Oh shit.
Diane Jenkins.
Diana Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And
I
Lisa
still would have
and
thought
or
Kathy
Lisa Rinna.
Hilton was.
No, see,
Kathy was. I mean, she was the hit of BravoCon. Okay, everybody wanted to be with Kathy.
Yeah, I guess I don't listen to a lot of her.
Yeah, I would say Kathy or DJ. Not even EJ, but DJ.
Yeah.
What's another one? New Jersey.
New Jersey. Definitely
It would be Teresa and Melissa. They fight.
I would say just Teresa because of she had that wedding. If the whole show, the entire season, from the first episode to the last episode, it was some reference talk about of her wedding.
And her wedding hair, honey.
Yeah, was surrounded around that. I didn't watch Salt Lake last year, but we know
Salt Lake.
Was the most talked.
I guess Heather and Whitney was at their fight. The black eye situation. I don't watch Salt Lake.
That didn't Jen Shaw go to prison this
year? And Jen Shaw, it might have been Jen.
I don't remember the fight, but yeah, Jen Shaw prison.
But honey, this Mary, all I see in the groups is people talking about Mary. And I always said there's something about Mary. Mary is making them white women crazy, okay?
She's back this season. She's kind of kooky. She's funny kooky. She's probably making it watchable. because that show is not very good.
Yes, honey. People are loving her. They making me want to watch. I ain't gonna do it, but
Same here. I was reading something they posted. I'm like, I need to
yeah,
be
it was
watching
somebody
this
did a montage of just what Mary has done
Yes, and
to
Mary's
this
off the chain.
day. When I say I laughed the whole time, I was like,
Wait a
this lady
minute.
is cuckoo for Cocoa
We
Puff.
talk about Mel's wigs.
Oh, we need to talk about it. Okay,
Somebody
your
did
picture made
talk
them
about
better.
that.
Because on the camera, girl,
Empire was talking about that on
I
his
was like,
show
they get
yesterday.
worse and worser.
girl.
No, they don't.
Yes,
Melody
they
Hope-
did. First
we
of
talking
all,
about
that
this
one that was
right
that
now.
real big one, her face too little for it. It was
Right
it just
now,
swallowed.
the one from today,
That Donna Summer looking her.
girl, that wasn't too big.
Oh my God, yes, it was. On screen, it was horrible. Joy, your picture actually made it look good, and that says a lot because it looks better on the picture.
Put it up.
Picture.
You got it.
I do. Hold on, let me get it.
Why y'all
Yeah.
talking about Melody?
Yeah, they got worse and worser. And because that braided wig, it just looked bad. I don't like
Braided
it.
wig.
She had it was braided in the front at the top and cascading down.
Oh
I'm
my
about to put. Hold on, I gotta save them in here.
The style itself is cute. It just looked like a wig. I love I saw one good braided wig once. It must have had
Who
like
had it on?
That's
Karen
see. I don't think
Peter?
it looks bad on this picture. It was worse on the screen.
No, it was not.
Yes,
It was just like
it was
that.
150 times worse.
Y'all need to quit. I ain't never wrote that
It
wig.
felt like it just swallowed her whole head
down
up.
too low.
It is down too low. It's too big for her head. And then this one, which this one is
I
just
thought that was very pretty. Y'all right
it's
up on her
pretty. It's just
scalp.
that one's not bad.
Who
The,
put these together? Jordan,
that's Joy.
It looked
Joy
like it
is
needed
so
to be
wrong.
buffed or something because the hairline is too straight. It's too perfect.
It was cute. The wig itself was cute on her. I don't know why y'all up
That
on
one
her
is not
scalp
cute
like
on
that.
her. Her face is too small for it. But yeah, that's the pictures. People was wearing her out. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
And well, it's all right. What else we got to talk about?
Nothing.
That's it. We did good.
Let me think. I don't think there's anything. Let me look at my notes real quick.
So we'll be back next Sunday.
3,500, 5,000.
And I'm not gonna eat no cheese with my baked potato, y'all. I'm so hurt over here.
The gold car. What is the how about I had a note on here? That gold car is horrendous. I hate that Jeep that Stormy rides in.
Oh, the Jeep. I want a pink one so
Y'all
bad.
seen her pull up in that? I'm just like, why do they have that
Not
Tonka
a
truck?
pink one.
I want a pink one so bad.
And so I have on here Stormy in that damn car.
Let me go look at my notes, y'all. 1 sec.
Okay, and then I put on here, it's never Stormy's fault. What is that about? Okay. Marsau, I can't do him. He thinks he's the smartest person. Okay. Lux Bro. Okay. Breakfast for dinner. Waffle Station. Stormy shocked Tiffany. Invited Keke. Why did Tiffany invite Keke? Did we talk about that?
She did invite her. She just didn't come because she said she was sick again.
Well, that's what I said. Why did she invite her? You think this girl, you trying to question why even talk to her with her being on TV in the possible crime scene, yet you invited her to your baby shower?
And then she had the nerve to say, well, hope she don't steal no glasses or no.
Yeah. Did you hear her say that? I'm like, Tiffany, you need to really just step it up a little bit more because it's funny, but you need to really stop. What the heck in the world?
Tiffany is awful.
She is a mess.
She's awful.
She even had on her sundress that she had on
with her Avon
with her
finger hut. I just like
with her. She got. I think she'd be wearing the bracelet, the necklace.
She wear the whole set, the whole paparazzi set.
Because I'm looking at the one in confessional. She do have on the bracelet. It matches.
It is. She bought, but I think she got that off for $5. Can y'all believe that? You get a whole set.
Sometimes the bracelets be extra.
I'll do that. Okay. Got a whole set for $10.
Probably said sometimes they be extra.
Yeah, her jewelry. And somebody was like, she dressed like an old librarian.
She dresses like somebody who got a corporate job and somebody sat down and told her what to wear. And said you wear some slacks, a white blouse, Listen, wait a minute. And you always wear a necklace. And that's how she started buying that jewelry. Girl, she probably got so much junk jewelry in her house.
Oh,
It's awful. Tiffany, we sorry.
And she just kept that formula her whole life. She never kind of elevated.
Well, she needs to break it because it's bad.
Oh, God.
Oh, Tiffany, y'all ain't right talking about her and her paparazzi. Didn't she stand us up?
Why you gotta call?
What you like?
She was supposed to come on our show.
Oh.
She stood us up. She was like, "No, I'm not even gonna respond." After her initial response, yes, and then suddenly, where you at? She probably knew we was gonna ask her about her jewelry line, her finger,
But we even said we would send her the questions beforehand. I think that's when she got nervous.
Well, because I wanted it to be comfortable for her. I didn't want to just go.
No.
I don't want to go.
They haven't done like any press like that though.
She has.
Well, Mel has been on Dish Nation and some other, but the other ones don't really go.
Wait a minute, but did y'all see Shamia ask her that question? Shamia Melody, when Melody was on her radio show.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Said, what about Martell? I mean, what's going on? She had something about Martell, and I was like, that's so over now. Why are you bringing that up? It was a very disrespectful question to me, and I wish I could remember it.
But she was on one show, and they said that a lot of people think that Marsau likes you, and they would cheat with him. And she said, I would never cheat with somebody when I can't see all their teeth. And I said, Mel.
She said that? She said that?
She said with missing teeth.
Never see his bottom teeth.
You can't see that.
That's what they're saying. You can't see his bottoms. Yeah.
Oh my God. So she has been doing press for the show. She's gonna be.
And why was Mel the only one that looked like she was going to run the Target?
I don't know. She had on like joggers. She had on Sheray's joggers.
And like some Birkenstock.
Sheree said, "You want some spring summer joggers?" Girl. And Mel said, "Sure. I'll wear some of your joggers."
Like Stormy looked like she finna go to a Tiffany factory.
Stormy was cute.
Kimmy looked like she about to go to church.
Stormy was cute.
Yes, Kimmy was cute. Tiffany looked like she was about to go
to the park. And the looking like she finna run around the block. I'm like,
that was no dress code because I thought everybody's gonna come in like Tiffany colors.
Stormy did really cute. I was surprised.
Stormy looked when Stormy walked in, I was like, "Oh, this is a good setup for the thing." And then everybody else came in looking different.
You know what I said? I wonder what kind of girdle she got on because that girl is snatched.
She was snatching that picture, yeah. She must have on them Skims. This girl did a thing on Instagram where she couldn't fit some pants, and then she put on some Skims. I guess that's Kim Kardashian stuff. Yeah, girl, she could fit everything, and she could put her hand in it.
I don't see how that would be helpful. Every time I see them, I don't get it. It seems like they're like underwear.
I don't know.
Like stocking underwear. A little bit, they're thicker, of course, but it stretches too much to snatch you.
No, this one girl got shot, and they said that her Skims saved her because she couldn't bleed out because they was that tight. Skims gotta be different. Yes, y'all didn't hear that. The Skims saved this girl.
I cannot see the Skim. Let me look that one up.
The girl, y'all have to look at this girl. She put on the same clothes, and it was room. I was like, I got to get some of them.
Now I heard about the wig stopping bullets from going through. I ain't never heard about the
Skim. Shut up, not the wig, girl. No, they said the Skim. Go Google the story. I promise y'all. Anything else? Okay, we'll be back next Sunday. I don't know what
did y'all think about before we leave?
Who?
And that's coming up.
The what?
Bless the Capital One.
Got my memory.
Come on, Joy. You got to remember.
Something that I saw a trailer for. I just can't remember what it was. Oh, Bell Collective. I don't know if y'all been keeping up with Bell Collective.
I haven't.
But Tambra came out.
Pregnant.
Yeah, she's pregnant. Carlos King announced it. They're coming back, I guess, in I don't know when they coming back. I think it's soon though. I want to say within the next week.
Really?
I don't know if y'all watch it, but it's, in my opinion, it's a better show than Housewives
I haven't not watched it.
or
I
of
So
haven't
it's
watched it this
Atlanta.
season that
Of
much.
Atlanta. Let me
Yeah,
just say
so
that
not
it's
much
more
this
drama.
season.
It's more
really?
Yeah.
normal girl
yeah.
type stuff.
So Gucci is so old. She does too much for me. She does
Yeah.
So
so much.
I have a question.
That's why Selena kind of,
Is
smacked.
she married to that guy?
Yes, she is.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. That's her
Tamber is?
husband. Oh, no, Tamara, we
Oh,
don't
I
know.
don't
I don't
think
think
Tamara
so.
is. Mm-mm.
Okay.
But that's supposed to be his baby.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
Well,
So
that's
Well, if
good
y'all want us, I don't
because
know.
it's
We're
the
gonna have
first
so many
baby for
shows if we
both
do
of them.
them plus Beverly Hills plus Huntsville and Potomac. Oh, we're gonna be tired.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I will watch it because I do want to know if he's the father, but mostly I just want to see Maria talk her trash. I think that's why I stopped watching. She just be talking about Tambra Sheree for bringing up something that don't make no sense.
She can't get.
So
I
is what's her name gonna be on there? Selena? Do we know?
Probably not as much.
I would probably think she's probably banned from the show. This is my thinking only because she wasn't even a friend of the show. She was a guest of Latrice. And regardless of who knocked or bucked, Selena drew blood. To the
She
point,
did?
yeah, she threw a glass. And I think I don't know if it was embedded in her, but yeah, she's suing her.
Who
But
she?
Carlos
He
interviewed
ain't get the
Selena
thing.
right after on his show.
Yeah, I
He's
mean,
so messy.
he is messy, but
What
Selena
did
was
she? You
wrong.
remember what she said?
Selena was wrong for even going at the girl talking about she's the extra. She needed to get knocked out right then and there. So I have
I'm
no
not
problem
saying
with
that
what
what
Selena
she
did.
shouldn't have said that,
But she
but
shouldn't have
that
been
girl,
banned. I hope
she
she's not banned.
escalated it to the point where they couldn't even get the glass out. They had to
Are
call
you
the ambulance.
sure? Really?
They had to call the ambulance.
I
That's
don't remember all that extra joy.
yeah.
What do you mean they couldn't
Joy,
get the glass
seriously.
out?
No, that part was on the show. They were
Was
trying to
it
get the
stuck in a
glass.
weave? Because it wasn't stuck nowhere else.
I
Maybe it
don't.
was
They
just the
couldn't get the
gorilla glue.
glass out. She was bleeding, so they had to call the ambulance.
She needed to bleed.
Oh my God. Okay,
She
that I
needed to
didn't watch
bleed.
this.
It's just,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and
his
you know that
dad.
happened on Jersey too, right?
Oh, I
Jennifer
heard.
Oh,
Yes,
and
yes.
Danielle.
And so that's under investigation now.
yes.
Oh,
I
but speaking
wonder.
of
I
that,
wonder was that film then? That's what
It
I.
was. They said they're on pause. So that what I'm hearing is Jennifer brought up that allegedly that
uh-huh.
Danielle kept some kind of charity money,
Oh, did she?
and then Danielle was like, "No, you didn't, bitch." And so,
What I see. How you hear this? I didn't
girl,
understand.
I be in these
I
street word on the street.
didn't know that part. I
That
did
is
Yeah.
hear that
hilarious.
she threw something, some kind of glass,
Because
Mm-hmm.
and
Jennifer ain't
whatever
shy.
it
She will
was,
toss something.
she bled.
Mm-hmm.
That to me, that's when you taking it too far.
Yeah.
Well, I
Like
mean,
you shouldn't be putting your hands on nobody, period. But
right.
that was too much. That's too much.
But we don't know what it was. We just hear it, right? We ain't seen it yet.
Joy, you never heard I cut a bitch. She meant it. I cut
I
a
mean,
bitch.
But she
Madea
was
said
kind
it.
of erratic. Allegedly, word on the curb. I don't know how true it is. That I don't know if y'all watched it. Danielle has spent a lot of time crying to Teresa because her situation with her brother reminded her and her brother.
Mm-hmm.
And she did tell the story that her brother met this girl, and she don't really understand why her brother no longer wants to talk to her because she was on I don't know what it was, if it was Facebook or something, doing these goofy videos, and he got irritated with them and blocked her out of his life. They're saying that the real reason why her brother don't talk to her and haven't talked to her in years is because she got into it with his wife and hit the wife.
So she's violent.
So
she got some
they
of that
were
New
the
Jersey
people was
spirit in
basically
her.
they're saying that this is mirrored behavior. This is what she does. So I don't know how true it is, but she did seem kind of erratic.
Yeah.
at times, but I thought maybe that was her character. Like when she was like, "Oh, I gotta tell Melissa, I gotta tell."
Mm-hmm.
It was
So are you
weird.
thinking that, or do you guys think that she threw glass at Jennifer or hit Jennifer or vice
Oh
versa?
no, she
No,
did.
she
She threw
did.
it at
She
Jennifer.
did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jennifer
So
was the hit. It was the
was the
person hit.
victim here.
Yeah,
Okay.
she was
Oh,
the
well, that
victim.
ain't cool. Well, not that either one of us should be cool, because I did like her too, but that'll be interesting to see what happens. But what about the thing that Bethany got a go ahead on, that they're going to change something on the TV show when Bethany suggested it? Yet it's something that we've suggested forever through Nene. So
So what did exactly are they changing? I didn't see it. What's getting changed?
They didn't say exactly what, but they're kind of hinting that they're settling, that they've settled somehow.
Okay.
Because this is a new lawsuit. They ain't went to court, but Bethany had the best point ever. And I don't know if this was part of Nene's complaint, but I know they had to feel somewhere because this is new technology. And I'm talking about Peacock. It's one thing as an actor, or I mean, as a reality person, 15 years ago, they didn't have streaming services.
Here,
Peacock,
I'm looking it up.
Peacock has admitted that their most streamed shows are The Housewives and Bel Air.
Yeah.
They said that's number 1 and 2.
Yeah.
They never said which one was which, but they said that's number 1 and 2.
Yeah,
So
that's
if you got people that are possibly getting Peacock, getting subscriptions for this show, because that's the only reason why I got it.
Same
Like
here.
for real,
Same here.
they deserve some of the
Yeah.
money on the back end.
They
I
do.
agree.
And Bel Air, man, I have watched that show so many times. That is an excellent show.
I had never watched it.
It's superior.
Good.
It's superior.
Are you
It
serious?
is. Yes.
It's what you want to say, black excellence.
Yes.
I'm gonna watch it. Okay.
That right there is what you would think
Black
of when you think black excellence.
And
Absolutely.
the cast was so perfect.
Yeah,
I was
well,
a little unsure about the
Coco Jones. I wasn't sure
Carlton
about Coco.
character. I could see Coco Jones being
Carlton is the best one.
but Carlton, just by
At
the
first.
visual, it was
Yes.
it was a prejudice because it was
Yes,
just visually, and that's only because as a kid I thought Alfonso Ribeiro was the cutest thing walking.
Yeah.
So I was kind of expecting that version of a guy, but the
we got
brother
totally
who plays
separate.
him and all that, there's no weak acting.
He
in Bel Air.
is outstanding. I mean,
It's
I would
all
have never
of
thought. I would have never thought that they would put Carlton in the whole drug thing. I would have never thought.
Carlton's in the drug thing?
But
you know what?
Somehow.
It fits his personality
Yes.
based off of what we saw through comedy.
Yes.
He was probably a kid with anxiety.
Oh my God.
The writing on this, you talk about the antithesis of every character on this show. It's superior. Like for real.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna go look.
It's a heck of a binge. And next season is going to be even messier because it ended so shady.
God, yes.
I can't wait to see it.
I'm telling you, that show is outstanding. The writers on that show, I mean, give me a break. It is
now this is the closest to whiteness theory of black excellence, but that is black excellence. It was
absolutely.
It's no weak link. The production is good. It don't feel cheesy. It feels like
it is so good.
Okay, I'm gonna start and I better like it.
Yeah,
it's like how can
really
you not?
Good.
I mean, Coco Jones to me is the only one that doesn't fit the character from the show to me. But herself,
who is she on the show? Like who is she supposed to be?
She is the oldest sister.
Hillary.
Hillary.
Okay, I like Hillary.
Now Coco is not Hillary Banks to me at all.
But she's the antithesis. Hillary Banks was bougie. She died.
I can't ever see that. However, she is a great actress, and I've definitely come into her character as that, but she is not Hillary Banks from the show to me. Ever.
Well, none of them are. The only person that is themselves for real is Will Smith.
Well, yeah,
the guy playing Will. Nobody else is the same. Carlton, instead of being goofy, is intense because he has anxiety.
But he's still a little goofy, though.
Hillary Blanks isn't bougie. She down with the people. She's trying to be cautious and
I want her to be bougie. I want to see the
she
Hillary
can't
from
be
TV.
So nobody's bougie like Hillary.
Well,
We need
no,
a bougie.
She's bougie,
no.
but she was
And wait
not
a minute.
Hillary at
And they
all.
done made Pola the baby Tatiana.
Oh, yeah.
She's on the second season, by the way.
Yes, yes, yes.
They done made her character. What was her character name? The baby, the little girl.
I don't remember.
The girl who Ashley. They done made her. If you think the thing that I remember about her most is that she was boy crazy. And now she was getting Tevin Campbell sung to her when she was like 13. She was boy crazy. They done made that poor baby.
Gay.
She's gay?
Yes.
So that was the only thing that I didn't necessarily, I'm not going to say I liked or disliked, that I thought
it was okay.
They could have went another direction, but I get why they did. Because she's the antithesis.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is the antithesis of all of their characters are except Will. Even if you think about Phil, Uncle Phil was this big, goofy, kind of always joking with.
Thought he was goofy?
He is the perfection type of man that you would want to your son to look up to in a way of how he talks to people, treats people.
Yes.
Now he got a little shady hood side.
He does.
That Phil didn't have. He he might be Phil living in this mansion, but don't get it twisted. I know where I come from. So it's a little street in him.
I love it.
The mother is a painter. She's an artiste instead of a dancer. And that is so chocolate and beautiful.
Oh my!
It's like across the border. You couldn't have picked. You couldn't have picked a more nice looking cast of people.
Yes. I mean, they are gorgeous.
They're beautiful.
I mean, Coco
I don't like that they have Jazz though shorter than Hillary. I do not like that.
Oh, okay. I mean, way shorter.
Jazz, they used to kick him out. He ain't even goofy no more.
I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna turn it on.
Show. All of them are antithesis. Just you have to remember that they are not the same people.
Most people might say, Joy, most people might think the word is antithesis, but Joy
antithesis. But it's still the antithesis. It's two separate words. It's still the antithesis.
Okay.
Yeah, it don't matter. But yes,
but it's tomato, but it is the antithesis. That's actually a word. Yeah, I ain't tripping.
Well, I don't know it as antithesis, but you making it two words. I know it as one.
Dash thesis.
Well, the one I know is one word and it's antithesis, but it may be antithesis.
You're talking to a school teacher and Akumalasa. What is it? Yeah.
I'm a communications major, so.
Am I crazy?
Yes. Antithesis.
It's the word.
I'm glad we talked about that show.
It's antithesis.
Joy, it is antithesis, but I'm just gonna shut up. Okay.
It is.
We're gonna be another hour trying to break this one down.
What people?
It does say antithesis, whatever. It's the antithesis.
It looks like antithesis, but it's antithesis.
It's the antithesis.
And the fact that she corrected you is even funnier. I just
wait a minute, how do you pronounce it? Let me see.
Now she
no, I know. Listen. Let me see.
Oh my God. This call been 2 hours and the last 15 minutes gonna be about this word, y'all.
It's antithesis. Yeah, I'm telling y'all. I know. I'm a communications major.
I've been saying antithesis my whole life. The antithesis of something.
Yes, Miss Teacher, and that means you probably tell your students that.
I mean, it is the same thing, but yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I love y'all.
Okay, I think we got everything.
Yes.
Out.
Oh, wait a minute. Latoria said, and she's sad. Whoever
Who's sad?
Hillary Clinton on the show was a very happy, very bubbly.
Yes.
Girl. She is she's trying to figure out who she is how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
In a more profound way.
Well, for me, it seems like it's more about like kids are today.
It's possible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the whole social media thing she's really a part of and gives a different insight to that. It's she's Coco Jones. She's not Hillary Banks in any way, but she's still, she's a beautiful girl. She has a beautiful singing voice, which is not a part of the show. But she's
I was
also
gonna
a
say, does
great.
she sing? But she
Oh
don't.
my
Okay.
God, yes, she
Yes,
sings.
you
No,
ain't
I
that.
thought you meant on the show. She don't sing on the
Yeah,
show.
Not on the show.
no,
No.
but
Okay.
Carlton did. He sings too.
What?
Yes, that
Yeah,
little
he sings
Carlton on the
too.
show is
Mhm,
fabulous. I've never heard of him. He's an excellent actor,
mhm.
singer.
Okay, y'all. We
He's a
gonna have to
good
do a
looking
show on that
man.
because
Oh, and Uncle Phil is fine.
It's delicious.
Good
no.
God
Okay.
Almighty. Yes.
It's
Woo.
I'm
delicious.
gonna end this call, y'all.
Oh,
And
okay,
you
yeah,
know who
we
his
could go
wife
on all day.
is? He married
Who?
Oh,
Uncle Phil in real life. If you watch
yeah.
Power,
Uh-huh.
what's the latest one?
I hadn't
You
Mm-hmm.
watched
remember
it.
the lady from London with the short hair that was the killer?
Yep.
Mm-mm.
That's his wife in real life.
I don't watch Power, but she cute.
Yeah, she's cute.
All right.
She's
Here's our
British.
chatter up
Yeah,
stuff.
they're all cute.
I think it works. We'll
You
be here
know he's
next time.
British too. You know Uncle Phil is British.
Yeah,
Oh,
I did
oh,
not know that, but
Yeah,
oh! I
he's
yes,
wanna.
British. Because I
yeah.
was wondering when he came here because he has to be an alpha because they allowed them. They had a whole Steph show on there.
Yeah. I mean, the entire cast is fabulous. I can't think
Well,
of
you
one.
know who else did that, and they're not an AKA was on Insecure. What's
Girl,
her
they
name?
Uh-huh.
tried to sue her. They
Girl, they
literally
was
sent her a
so
cease
mad
and
at her.
desist. Right. I mean, they had the point that they did have. I think the protections over sororities, if
Right.
it is to me it doesn't seem normal mentally to me because
Mm-hmm.
I can understand if somebody's using it in a negative way. That particular sister did not use it in an unusual
She
way, and
didn't.
there were things that there have been scenes that she's been in and they've displayed AKA. Maybe they didn't notice it because I noticed her desk. I can't remember what season, but I do remember it was a scene and she had AKA stuff on her desk. So I think it's people did not, there's some issues they have with her. She has been caught saying a whole bunch of things. Like there was even talk about recasting her at some point
Yeah.
because she had been kind of opinionated in, some political arenas of conversation about blackness. And people were kind of frustrated with her about that. But I just I I think that there's too much. I don't understand why they're so protective of it if it's a positive way
It
because
shouldn't be.
those images a lot of times make people want to gravitate toward that.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand if it's negative. Nobody would want their sorority acting in a negative way. But I think, I went to 2 HBCUs. I never pledged, but I've always appreciated fraternities and sororities. So I
Oh, we
just,
got
I
a comment.
understand how protective they are.
Nuh-uh, not y'all talked about them Scots being broke. I just said I thought it was a flex. I didn't say they were broke, but I felt like the 8,500 a month was a flex, and it was not true because you wouldn't be living in a smaller house than I live in because
And
I
I
don't
don't
have 5
understand.
kids. You know what I
I
mean?
don't understand why they're
Mm-hmm.
doing it because that has to be
Who
low,
has
like
5
under
kids?
Well,
$2,000.
Marceau's a kid. Then we
Wait,
got
wait a minute. It has to. The price they pay in a month has to be low because we found nice houses,
right. We
houses
sure
that
did.
were around $22,000.
Yeah.
So and it could be maybe it was a location situation. I don't know. It just seems weird that they would pick something smaller when I've seen the rentals in Huntsville.
Right. You could be paying $8,500 a month on a buy
Yeah,
house, flip it,
yeah.
and pay 3,000 a month on some mortgage. It don't make sense to me.
Maybe
Or
it's where
not
they
just,
live or
they could have
something.
literally
The
rented
area.
a nice house. I
Yeah.
mean, I could have sworn I saw the same house that Martell, they trying to kick Martell out
We
of.
You
did.
did see
He
that,
We
didn't
was
you?
found
doing
It
it.
was
something
Joy.
up.
Right.
Okay,
Oh,
listen,
And
real
he
Martha.
had
quick
Did
before we
five
hang up.
bedrooms.
did
He
y'all
had
hear
five
that
bedrooms.
that Chris Fletcher ended up, and I don't know how true this is, but allegedly since Martell took so long to leave, that those people took the listing from Chris, and now they're with like Century 21 or
I
something.
heard something about that. I did hear that. Yeah. Yeah. So Chris had himself in a really, uncomfortable position, and it looks like he went the wrong way if he's losing business.
Well, you know.
Do y'all want me to read a little bit of this real quick before we hang up about Bethany Frankel how she reacted to the
Yeah,
deadline
let me say
report?
this right quick.
The
Do y'all
who?
think that, wait a minute, before you say that about Bethany Frankel, do
Okay.
y'all think that the Fletchers was a fit in for Martell? Because I thought about that possibly
Could
too.
be.
Because maybe Martell was supposed to film with them and they called them and they were able to.
Maybe so,
Oh,
because
no.
it just didn't make sense for them to be there and him not. So maybe so. I think they're trying to incorporate them more into this show, which I mean, does that mean somebody leaving? But oh well. But go ahead, read Bethany.
Bethany Frankel reacts to deadline report on NBC Universal reality TV cast changes. The company, which is behind the unscripted series Real Housewives, Below Deck, Vanderpump Rules, etc., is now increasing its requirements around the anti-discrimination and harassment policies, making an inclusive workplace and channels to report concerns and violations. Frankel, who has been pushing for better treatment for the fellow reality TV stars, posted to Instagram about the deadline report. So that's just a little bit of a change they made. This is something that basically Nene Leakes have been trying to say and get made for a long time now, for years, if you want to be honest. Bethany Frankel got it done in a matter of months. What do you guys think
So
about
my question is, it doesn't seem like they're doing anything but allowing people to report it. I mean, I didn't see any changes being made.
allowing people to report it could be a really big change? Because before
So
they might
people
have
hadn't been
thought,
able to report it, or they haven't been listening to the reports.
well, I don't know for sure, but it's possible they didn't feel they could report something.
Okay.
It's possible they were uncomfortable or scared of losing their job or whatever. Now they're being given the leeway to do that. It doesn't mean that if they do that, they won't lose their job, but they shouldn't lose it right away.
Because Ebony reported Ramona, I think, twice.
Yeah, and is
They
that
got a
why?
whole new show, and then Ramona
Yeah,
got a whole new Ultimate Girls Trip. But oh well.
yeah,
What
she
did
sure
she do?
did.
I
With her
wonder what the
opinion.
situation was.
Oh, I think
I did notice. That was my first season watching New York.
Mhm.
She did not like anything heavy. Like Ebony would try to talk about heavy stuff, and she was like, "Come on, y'all, let's get drunk." Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
she didn't.
she cut
You
it off a
almost
lot.
feel like she was doing a Kenya. Y'all ruining the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think they've expressed that a couple of times that they felt like she was really heavy. Ebony came in too often and too heavy with the information. And they feel like she did ruin the show. They feel like that. I mean,
Well,
I did watch that season, and I thought Ebony was a good addition, but sometimes it did feel like it was an overload, but an overload that was needed. She was just the one to do it, and maybe it.
And it could have been that's what they showed. Like Ebony could have had
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
And they decided, because it was the Black Lives Matter part, that this is what people wanted to see.
So they put in there a little. It
And they
felt a
did
little
too
heavy.
much.
Yeah, but and now the show is gone. And
Ebony has a judge show on some channel. I don't watch it.
yeah, I've watched it. Well, actually, I
Dang,
haven't
it was something else I was going to tell y'all.
I watched her other show, her radio show, where she
Okay.
does it with that guy.
Oh, did we talk about Candace and Robin falling out?
No.
So,
what did you hear?
So this season, they say, starting with the first episode,
Not the first.
Candace and Robin are going to be going at it. And it's basically mostly because Candace kept going on Instagram acting like Robin should have been fired.
Yeah.
So
over the wedding thing?
Yes.
No, it's not over the wedding thing. It was over.
It was over her not telling about Juan.
Yeah. She felt like
not telling about Juan.
And it's crazy because in Candace's mind, she thinks whatever her name is, Robin, should have sacrificed herself on the stake, since it was her marriage that was talked about the most.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Candace believes. And I know where Robin coming from. Robin, like, girl, I supported you all season against my best friend. And you're sitting up here trying to, because Candace she was doing these interviews insinuating that Robin kind of played everybody. Oh, and they was really mad about the fact that you couldn't get all the details on a regular podcast, but on the podcast you have to pay for a Peloton or whatever it was. So that's really what they're arguing over, lack of loyalty, and which is crazy because she didn't have to give that opinion. Because if somebody's your friend,
yeah,
you don't go to ends of you should get fired. You say things like, I think that's kind of fair. And what they really mad at is not even Robin. They really mad at Giselle because Giselle would have told anybody's business but Robin. That's really why they mad.
And Giselle would have been like, wasn't that you in the corner with that dude over there?
But they can't figure out the angle to come at her and for her to react or respond. Yeah. And I'm on the opportunity that it appears that she may have responded in an emotional way. They didn't air it. Because there has been rumors that at that reunion with Monique that she did.
Yeah, they said she
actually said she lost it. It ain't what no rumor is.
Yeah, she said it on what was that show called Bravo Chat Room?
Yeah,
she said I cussed everybody out.
Who said that?
Giselle.
Okay.
So I don't remember her saying she cursed, but I do remember her saying
she cussed. She said she cussed.
She lost it.
Yeah, she lost it.
And we didn't get
I thought she said I was calling everybody was a motherfucker. I thought she said something like that.
Oh my goodness.
So, but I think that my point is Candace does owe her. I don't like this whole loyalty thing. That whole conversation as adults, it kills me. Like every time I hear it on TV, I be wanting to throw my shoe and my television. It irritates me. These grown women, and this is the kind of friendships that my 15-year-old talks about. It irritates me.
But what's so crazy is they mad about Giselle's loyalty to Robin.
Yes,
but then really they want the same kind of loyalty.
They want, and that's it.
Yeah,
that's really it. Giselle ain't loyal. It's clear. Carlos King in one of his I was listening to one of his podcasts.
You're in the bed?
He said there's only 2 real friends in all of Housewives history. Did you hear me?
She said, really?
He said it's only 2 real friends in the Housewives of history. And he said the Miami girls, because even when they show was canceled, they remain friends.
Yes.
He said those are real friends. And he said Giselle and Robin.
Yes.
It's very clear. All of these friendships are fake. That's why I really do like the idea of them scrapping the show. But they can't make anybody that's current a housewife. They can be friends, but a housewife. They really do need to find a group of girls. I think that if there was known that Housewives was starting from scratch, people would be more willing to come on the show.
So wait a minute, you're saying scrapping what show?
If they wanted to start from scratch and scrap everybody.
Oh no, please don't.
Wait a minute. I'm just it would work. I'm telling you.
Why don't they just name it something else and the people who don't want to watch it no more?
No, and you wait a minute, listen.
Exactly.
And you just get real friends. That's
but then they can make another show called Friends. Real Friends of Atlanta.
No, that it's
the real Friends of, and then let me watch what I like. I just don't understand.
Manufactured, put together situation.
But that's what I want to watch, and then you can watch the Real Friends one.
No.
Like they don't have to just stop. New York didn't work. They should have named them girls something totally different. Something totally different.
They said that New York is considered successful.
Maybe for Bravo. So if they're considered successful, then Atlanta's very successful.
But I don't know if it's real, but I've heard several people make that comment in that way. And when I say people, I'm talking like I don't know.
Bravo said it's successful. You don't want they ain't gonna say it's not.
Yeah.
They just don't cancel it after this next season if it don't do well. I mean, it does better ratings than Salt Lake, like maybe by 100,000 people. They may get 500,000 and Salt Lake get 450. Like it's And I don't know what they're doing streaming wise. I heard it was just a 1% more in streaming, but I don't know. I just feel like they need to rename the stuff because it's not going to work. There's too many fans who are just not going to watch because people are mad about New York changing. White people don't really want a reboot like the black people. And so I don't know. So I think they just need to rename them. But okay, so Samuel L. Jackson is very racist because he say MF all the time. There's so many motherfucking flakes on this plane. I didn't know MF was a racist word. Did y'all?
It's not no racist word.
Where did that
not
come
racist.
from?
Ain't
Samuel L. Jackson is very racist.
not no racist word.
Because he says it all the time. But anyway, are we done, y'all? I was
think
gonna
we
say
are
something.
done.
It was so
People wanna frame
profound.
this girl a white woman by any means necessary.
Huh?
People want to frame Giselle a white woman by any means necessary.
Yeah. Oh, Giselle's had a homecoming going. Is it homegoing? Homegoing for her daddy in New Orleans. Did y'all see that? It was very nice. Yeah, I think I put it in our group. I'll see again. But yeah,
She just had it.
she just posted it. I don't know when they had it, but Grace was there, so I think it had to be here recent.
Okay.
She said, honey, it is Miss Teacher if you know your history. I ain't never heard that, and I took African American studies, but it was a long time ago, and they didn't teach me that in there. But I don't know.
Did not teach that in no history class.
They didn't teach it in my African American studies or my history class, but that don't mean it ain't true. Anything else, people?
No, I think that's it.
All right, we will be back next Sunday until all the stuff happens in November.
Okay.
All right.
Did y'all notice that I have the knower of all things?
Yes, honey. We didn't bring it out to the people, but the knower of all. You need to say crystal clear. I'm the knower of all. Let's be crystal clear. I am the knower of all things.
All right.